Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. I'm not my body, I'm not my voice. I'm the soul within. There's a song by India Ari, it's so beautiful. I'm not my skin, I'm not my hair. I'm the light within. I am light, I am light. It's such a beautiful song. It's a beautiful shout out to our sweet sister in India Ari, who's been doing such good work and is going through a lot of transformation too on a personal level. That's what life is all about, really. It's about growth. If you don't feel that you're growing or changing, and growth to me is the ability to tolerate more, to understand more, to be a little bit more, your capacities building in appreciating, giving, cooperating. Growth means your joy is increasing. Your ability to not be phased easily is also increasing. There will be challenges along the way, no doubt. And that's why I highly recommend a consistent practice of meditation, spiritual teachings. The Brahma Kumaris has, for as far as I'm concerned, it's the only spiritual community that has an everyday, day-to-day scheduling for your spiritual nourishment. And I don't know of any other body of study, even if it's a religious study, that the same teaching, the same class, the same sharing is offered throughout all of their branches around the world. And I invite you to think about that and how it saves even the individuals who are responsible for running their meditation centers. It saves them so much time to think, what do I talk about? Think, what do I do today? Think, what should be the message today? It just follows down from the headquarters in India, ends up all the way here. So just a beautiful mentioning for the day. Some of you have been asking me about time, and I'm sorry that some of you missed the program at the Meditation Museum on time traps, so I thought, let me see if I can then make up for that. If you didn't make it, then maybe here's a little bit of a test process, and we're going to do it through the PowerPoint, so make sure your pen and paper are out, and it's going to be a little fast because what I did in the museum for an hour and a half, we're going to do it here in 20 minutes or less. Okay, let's get rolling, Santosh Bhai. So let's take a look at time. How do you feel? Do you feel that you're trapped by time, where you're always running to meetings, you're always running late? So have you ever said, I just need one more hour in the day? Yes or no? Has technology breaking news helped or made it worse? In other words, are you just on the edge of your seat waiting for what's going to be the next breaking news you're going to hear? Be very careful, because you're wasting a lot of time looking for the next breaking news and you have nothing to do with it. You can't make any change. But when you get all of that emotion in you, do you notice news is always negative? So that emotion is going in you and it's taking up a lot of your time. Technology, yes, it's supposed to make things easier. I can now send you a message in less than a nanosecond. That's amazing. Before, in my days, we used to write letters and we were just happy to get the letter in 3 weeks, right? And then you had to respond to the person in the letter, so they got the letter in 3 weeks. That's how life was. Letter to letter, mail to mail. I mean, the post office was the most important thing for you. So let's explore this paradox together. Let's move on. The promise of, what is real and what is really your promise. Technology loads a lot of information in you now. And it's promised us time and ease. It was supposed to give us more ease, more luxury, more leisure. And yes, in some way we do have more leisure, but mentally we don't. But now we're more distracted, overwhelmed, and now we've even become more addicted to that light glare in our eyes, especially after 10 p.m., which I highly recommend we don't do. Busyness has become a badge of honor, but at what cost? In my 20s, oh wow, did I have a lot of energy. In my 30s, yeah, energy, because to be busy is you're important. To be busy is that you're being used. Now I don't use that word busy. I use I'm extremely fortunate. so so maybe you can start to use that as your main word. Just change busyness because it can make you very chaotic. But what now you can say is, oh my, when you speak to your colleagues or your friend, I am so fortunate, don't even ask. Because what that does, that will record inside of you, I am blessed that I'm being used. Let's move on. So the spiritual trap, time is not just about hours, it's where our attention flows. So where are you going throughout the day? Where are your thoughts taking you throughout the day? In the teachings of Raja Yoga meditation and the Brahma Kumaris, we're practicing from inside out. Are my qualities there? Is love there? Is the personality of peace coming through? Is the personality of joy developing in me more and more? You see, that's how I'm using my time. I don't have to waste it in too much information, which I can't use. Too much information will make you burden. Constant engagement with things externally will disconnect you from yourself. Oh, haven't we felt that when we're super, super fortunate? You're like, wait a minute, who am I again? Where am I going here? Kids, husbands, wives, in-laws, job, assignments, shopping, laundry, cleaning the house, social engagement, news, technology, Instagram, YouTube, Meditation Museum. It's like, where did I go? And you turn everything off, and you get this ripple reverberation of all that distraction and noise. It still doesn't show you who you are. It just shows you've gotten too much in you now. And you got to now find yourself. So wherever your thought, wherever your attention goes, that's where your energy is flowing. So if your attention is going in serving the light within you, the soul that you are, the purity that you are, the love that you are, the joy that you are, if within your doing, you're not forgetting the light that you are, then your energy is flowing in the right direction. Are we mistaking busyness for self-worth? As I had mentioned, when we're in our 20s and 30s, we think that's really the most important thing to do. And I have to tell you, don't be hard on yourself. When you're between like 13 and 25, a little bit of your ego, a lot of your ego identity is getting formed. You don't know who you are. And even if I tell you at 13 you're a soul and the soul is pure and peaceful, that is true. And within that, you're trying to figure out if you could be a good doctor, lawyer, street sweeper, mother, wife, husband. You still don't know, so those ego identities will always come up. But it's the quality of the soul. That's what you need to focus on. How you are as a business person, as a mother, as a wife, as a husband. What is the quality of the self, right? So that's where the spiritual work is coming in. That's where you've got to remain constant with taking care of you, the soul. Let's move on. So the inner technology, the power to pause, in the Brahma Kumaris community, all 8,500 centers around the world will have a music that comes on every hour. It's called traffic control. And it says, just take a moment, remember yourself, go inwards, remember God, the supreme power, and just check yourself. So I highly recommend you program your phone, your cell phone, to ring every hour and hour, or you can download our app called the B-Zone app, and that will automatically also have a ping for you that goes on every hour with the affirmation. With my phone, every hour I put down a blessing something that I want to be reminded about the soul of Jenna, where her energy needs to keep flowing. So you can also program it in your own phone. So meditation is really where you're reclaiming the space between action and reaction. Example, somebody comes in the room and yells at you and you immediately yell back. You picked up their debris or their spoiled banana and you threw it back at them. That's not how we are. That's not who you are. So what meditation does, it allows you a moment of silence to reflect what is more important for your spiritual well-being, and then you respond. So the person yells at you and you pause and you remember the real self. You remember God's love on you. If you remember the image God is made of is all love. And then you go, I'm sorry, did I do something wrong? You don't lose. You don't lose your value. You don't throw away your value that easily because the butter wasn't out, or they didn't put the chair in, or the deadline for the project wasn't met, or there's a lazy person in the group and everybody's taking the burden. Okay, that's true. But you don't lose yourself. On the occasions that I lose myself, I feel how much I've lost. And I go, gosh, did I really have to do that? It's just that sometimes you might share, like with your teenagers, a story, and you're telling them, pick up your clothes. Yeah. You go back a week later, you didn't pick up your clothes, and now there's more clothes. John, pick up your clothes. And then John picks up the clothes. Why does John have to learn only when you scream? Again, you know. So soul consciousness awakens the real self, and it will always connect you to God. If for whatever reason you are walking around with negative thoughts, it's very hard to connect to God. It's very hard to connect to Baba, Allah, Jehovah, Shiva, Lord, Master, Khuda, Bhagwan. It's almost impossible. It's kind of like you want to mend a relationship with someone, but you still think bad about them. That relationship is not mended. So soul awareness, which is you focusing on all the beautiful qualities that you are, not out of ego, but out of effort, that you're remembering yourself, you're remembering who you are, and then you go to God and you say, Baba, Allah, Jehovah, thank you. Thank you for filling me with your qualities. So when the mind is conscious, clean and clear, you'll feel that time and everything is expanding for you. You can feel it. Next. So when you think about this, I want to invite you into a clean and clear moment of silence. Just take a deep breath in. Remind yourself that I'm a peaceful soul. I'm not my to-do list, and time is flowing around me. As you go deep inside of yourself, just if you clear out the pain and the hurts and the disappointments and the regrets from the heart, you feel for yourself like time is expanding. Like things are just opening up for you. It's amazing, you know. All right, let's move on. So it's time to start a new relationship with time. You know, back in the day, we used to decipher time with a sundial. What was that thing we used to use with that sandbox? You know, then we used to monitor time by how the water was flowing. I'm trying to remember all of it. And we used to look at time based on a candle, how it would run out. We knew what time it was. But even with the sundial, which was the main one I remembered, how the shadow would show us what time of the day it was, fascinates me. because I think it was the Europeans that started to invent watches. So if you think about if before a watch came into play, we were moving on the earth according to the earth's kind of movement. And if you look at either what's the sundial, the water, the candle, whatever it was, a magnetic or mechanical clock, it was all kind of governed around the earth's rotation. And many of us now will say, oh, I don't go to bed until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then, you know, when I used to run our nightclubs, I didn't go to bed until like 7, 8 in the mornings. And when I started to do meditation and focus on my inner workings, now I get up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and I go to bed hopefully by 10 or latest 11. So start your day with stillness, not with a screen. But when you do pick up your phone, text a message to yourself now. Even right now, if you're not using your phone and it's next to you, just send a message to yourself like, I really love you. I love you for everything that you've stood for. I love you for your strengths, your weaknesses, your victories and your defeats. Make your day really awesome today. And sign your name. And throughout the day, when you go back and check your text message, you'll get a little inspiration, especially after 1 o'clock when the energy starts to wane in the day for you. Schedule a pause as much as your tasks. So when you wake up and you do your to-do lists and whatever it is that you have to do, and then say, and at 1, I will pause for 5 minutes for myself. And then at 5, let me take a moment of stillness for me. So make sure you include time for you in your list of the things to do, all right? Practice daily 10 minutes soul sinking. Feel yourself, feel this sentient energy, the peace and the love and the power that's within you. Feel it. You know, don't feel the busyness of life that easily, but feel the essence, the spiritual light of the life. This is it. Next. All right. So final thoughts for our session on time. Can't believe I did a 1.5 hour segment in just 20 minutes. You're not your calendar. You know, Santosh, time and time again, I sent it, it's on your calendar. I says, where? Where is this calendar? He's like, sister, it's on your calendar. It should ping you. I go, yeah, whatever. I don't want to look at my calendar. So you are really not your calendar, but it's important. You know what you have to do and when you have to do it. It's only because we waste time. And waste time is when you're not empowering your mind. When you're wasting time, you're not creating benevolent thoughts for the self or for others. And you waste time is when you keep having the dance of waste thoughts, thinking about why it didn't happen, it should have happened, how could this happen? Stop, please, it's enough. Stop. Stop beating up on yourself all the time. Once in a while it's okay, but take beating up yourself off of your calendar. There shouldn't be a day that you wake up and you're just down. We have shifts. And there are times when you're not doing right by yourself. People will call you out. The drama will send somebody to call it out on you. But they're not telling you to beat yourself up. They're telling you to raise you up. But what's interesting is that sometimes when we're called out for our behavior or lack of behavior, we go down. And that's because we're not taking care of the self, you see? All right. So remember this, you are a soul, you are beyond time. Bodiless, timeless, ageless, this is where we are. I have to tell you, the rain is falling powerfully outside. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is so beautiful. So beautiful. All right, so you're a soul beyond time. I'm enjoying the moment with you all right now, in real time. Use technology with purpose. Um, I've never played a game on a cell phone. Never. I've never played a game on my smartphone. I don't even know if there's even an app for that. I do spend a lot of time editing, putting things together, finding moments and memories. I find them to be very powerful. When Sister Gita passed away, my mother, who was God's instrument and was an amazing instrument, because I had collected so many stories and they've kept them on the phone, it was so easy for me to put together the videos of her life when she passed away on May the 4th. And so I use the cell phone for reasons like I have to find a way. I mean, whether it's through editing, conveying messages, and I don't do selfies. I really am not a selfie walla. I'm not interested in stuff like that. I do like to laugh, so sometimes I use certain things to look at comedy. I need laughter. I need that to keep me going because my life is so deep and intense all the time. In order to find a balance, make me laugh. I just want to laugh. So use your cell phone with purpose. Don't be caught up in technology for just surfing through your social media to look at everybody else's business. What is your business to do? Be present. Keep practicing knowing that you are peaceful and you are powerful. Okay? All right, so deep down we really care for you and we really want you to make your lives as strong as you can possibly make it. It's in your hands. I hope you enjoyed our segment on the power of time today. And we are running out of time. Here is enjoy the Sister Gita effect. And I'll see you right back in a minute to say personal hellos.
Greatness is what I've selected from a pocketbook full of virtues, and it says, it is common for great people to have faced ostracism and rejection, through which their greatness has emerged. Certainly, great talent needs to have the ego knocked out of it to be of real use to humanity. What a powerful statement. A wilderness experience can be humbling, immensely strengthening, and the making of us. When we have no other support to turn to, we are more easily able to recognize the source of true greatness and the need to connect with that great being, the divine. Have a day full of greatness because we are the greatness. We're just in the wilderness searching for it once again. Om Shanti. Have a great day.
It's our world together now, our little close-knit family, and we will keep growing strong together, I promise you. Stay consistent and stay pure and stay powerful. Take care. Om Shanti.